Yes! Welcome to the stream, big ups! Anyway, look, big ups everyone who's tuning in now. A bit of a weird one with this stream because I thought I scheduled this hours ago. Turns out I hadn't been scheduled. I must have forgot to click the button, or EVMux just malfunctioned. But the bottom line is it didn't schedule as I'd hoped it to. But here we are. I'm live. I'm live without it being scheduled, so I do apologise for that. But let's just jump straight into it. We've got a big game versus Leicester. We're gonna have a look at quotes and all that from Pep. Now then, I actually do intend to go live again today. At some probably 7, just talking about City news. I think there's enough to talk about, so I want to get that in because if I don't get that in, I'm probably not going to be able to until Thursday, which kind of sucks. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, so yeah, big ups to everyone who's tuning in. Currently just prepping graphics. Let me know predictions for Leicester, by the way, if you got any. Alright then. Shall we share screen? We'll start talking about predicted 11s almost instantly here. Just got to type one more thing. So I wanted to go live at 5, you see. But I went live, saw it wasn't scheduled, so I was like, I'll blink an X. So quickly turned it off because it didn't have the thumbnail either. But yeah, here we are. It's Man City versus Leicester. There we go. Predicted 11. And formation will be a 4-2-3-1. Make sure to pop a like on the stream if you haven't already. And big ups to everyone that is tuning in. Now then, if you don't know, Erling Haaland is not going to be at striker because he is out for about 5 to 7 weeks. Probably going to miss the rest of the Premier League season. So I think it's safe to assume that Omar Marmoush will be filling in up top, to be honest. I don't really know anyone else that would or could. So, welcome to the stream, Arsenal Forever. Big ups to the support. How you doing? In goal, we'll say Edison. I think he only started before to get a bit of minutes into his legs. Because he obviously missed the final game before the international break. Don't think he featured for Brazil due to injury, so they're probably getting him back in here. Imagine being a small club. Oil Cheesy is finished. Well, again, Arsenal Forever. Big ups for tuning in, lad. I appreciate it. Appreciate support. Every comment, every view is much appreciated. And big ups to everyone else that's tuned in so far. Now then, I don't know what the score is on Kusanov. Because I could have sworn he got a knock in that first half against Bournemouth, which I think was what led to which was what I thought led to him getting subbed off. I may be incorrect. Haaland has left Barcelona following further assessment on his ankle injury, by the way. Haaland faked his injury because he should have stayed humble. I don't think he faked it, considering he's in crutches, got a protective boot on, and yeah, he's in Barcelona, currently getting it assessed. Alright, you lost me for a second there. I accidentally closed the tab. My bad. Any new comments? We're the greatest club of all time. Interesting. I think you're incorrect, to be honest. But I mean, it is your opinion. I can't say you're wrong, but I think you are. I think there are other teams above Arsenal in that pecking order. Trying to spot Kusanov in training. See if I can spot him here. Right, you know what? Big up! Yes, Herbal. Welcome to the chat. You can ignore the Arsenal fan if you feel you need to. But yes, Herbal. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Currently trying to figure out if Kusanov is injured or not. I think he might be. I'm gonna say he is because it'll favour what I want to do. Just for this game. I don't think it's a serious one. But I really want to run this. Now then, don't get me wrong, I could be in the hype of seeing a good performance from him, although I think he's deserved a chance this season for most of it. To be honest, so yeah, I think it'd be Nunes right back. Let me know if you got any differences on my thing. Those are your opinions, Turbo. I do disagree with them, but I can't say that you are incorrect. I do want to see this again because I think this can work. I think Gundo with Nico Gonzalez can actually work, to be honest. Doing all right, mate. Just happy football's back. We really need this win over Leicester. Yeah, I agree with that. That's for sure. We do really need this win, especially because it's the Prem. I do apologise, Arsenal forever, but you're just not contributing anything. So I am gonna just hide you on the channel. I try to give you chances to maybe say something else. But yeah. Yeah, but welcome to the stream, Herbal. How you doing? Now then, for this middle three. Let me know if you got any differences on my starting 11. Well, my predicted 11. I think this is kind of like what I like to do. Is a bit more of a combined thing now, as opposed to just my 11. Who did we start in this area last time? Wasn't it De Bruyne, Bernardo, Foden? Just trying to see what I'm thinking. Talsif, big ups. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Let me know if you got any differences on this starting 11. I think I'm gonna go. I think I want Savinio. I think Foden off the right. I think De Bruyne here. I think Savinio whipping in crosses. Marmoush isn't really is he really? It's not like Haaland. I thought I would see this is City, but there is only one person in the stream. Yeah, we had an Arsenal fan in here earlier, but yeah, big ups everyone. Haaland out for the season. Yeah, it's looking that way. About 5 to 7 weeks, in my opinion. Rico O'Reilly should be our new right back. I want to keep giving him a go at left back because I think he's done pretty good there, and I think Kusanov has just picked up a knock, so I think I'm going to roll this. But maybe we can try that when we've got a better squad. Well, a fitter squad. Although if we wait that long, then Buchanan O'Reilly might be a bench warmer again. I really want to see O'Reilly though, slipping into the scene somehow, some way. It's at the Etihad. It's against Leicester, who are more than likely going to get relegated. Like, is there a better time to test him out in the Prem? How long can we keep him protected? I would rather have him over Lewis and Nunez. Yeah, I can see that, but yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind testing that when we can afford to, but I'm assuming that Kusanov's injured. So I've put Vardiol at left centre back, and I've put Diaz here, and so I've put O'Reilly here and Nunez there. Yeah, but that is my team. But I mean, we could one day do this, unless we do have a defender fit that I'm not aware of. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying something like this. I know Nunez wouldn't be there, but having O'Reilly on this side, seeing if he could be potentially even a long-term right back. I mean, we don't have to spend potentially like 40 million to end up in the summer. Ooh. Yeah, but big ups to everyone that's tuned in so far. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think this might be the 11 we're going to have to go for. Some things could be different. Like, don't surprise me if Bernardo Kova going here somewhere. Could be seeing Doku on the left. Yeah, but again, let me know if you got any changes you want on there. But for now, we're going to go on to City Extra. I scrolled down a bit to see if I could find any injury news or anything like that. So, mainly looking for Pep's quotes on this game. Here we go. Pep, I know the players who have a sense of goal more than others. Everybody knows there are players with a sense of goal more than other players. We have to try and bring them close to the box. Haaland's injuries affect City. We need players of other qualities, and we have to bring more players and the sense of goal close to the box. That's for sure. Erling, his numbers have been exceptional. He's an incredible threat for many things. Long balls, sense of goal, but we have to adjust with other players. Now then, the good thing is we know that Marmoush can cling on to a long ball. Just think of Newcastle. Ran onto that. Now then, he did have Haaland acting as a little bit of a dummy for him, helping him out a little bit in terms of that, because defenders tend to just hug Haaland and leave space for other players to try and make room. Of course, he'll be that target man this game. They can express really what they want, and the club has its ways, its arguments, and can express. I prefer that, not being passive. The club has to be active in many departments, and the decisions are made. The club has to take it for the benefit of the club. The club doesn't take it for granted. The people listen to both sides, and hopefully people can be convinced. Well, it's nice that he's not being saying oh, yeah, don't protest. You'll make me sad if you protest. I like that he's almost in support of it in a sense. Yes, big up, talking to the stream. This is City. How you doing? Connect, have you ever had this glitch on FC25? Probably, because I have a lot of hours in that game, but let's hear it. Yes! Thank you! Oh my lord. You have no idea. You actually have no idea. I thought I was going crazy. Genuinely. Every time my player would go down with a knock, it's a broken toe and he's out for 3 months. 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. Oh, it's so bad. And then they come back and they break their other toe, man. Oh, I thought I was going crazy. I thought that was only happening to me. It's so annoying. 4 broken toes in the first 2 games of the season. Literally, I wanted to do another Bristol career mode like I did in FC24, and so I started one. I think I had 7 broken toes before the end of August, and I did not play it again. It was so bad, man. It's always a broken toe as well. Like, there's no other 3-month injury. It's always a broken toe. No in between. Yeah, but this is the predicted 11 we came up with. Let me know if you agree, disagree, what you would change. Now, I've specifically gone for this because is Kusanov injured? Because I could have sworn he picked up a little knock against Bournemouth. Or he's been like pictured in training, because I could have sworn he picked up a little knock. I'm currently reading these quotes. Sorry, it's 5 players. Sign Cavara, Garnacho, broke toes, Kirkes, Baleba, already got broken toes. And yeah, and Hugo Ekitike. I can't say his name. Etikike? Oh, it's such a weird one to say. Not his fault, it's mainly me. I don't pay £75 a game for bugs impossible to play. Sort it out. Yeah, man. Every FIFA, there's always a problem, man. I just can't. And they seem like my wallet automatically opens when a new one drops, man. Every year, there is great shame, but I'm a sucker for it. I keep going back. I hope the protest tomorrow goes well, by the way. 9th minute. Like, tons of fans are going to be, like, silent, I believe. I doubt it will make a difference, but hopefully it's going to go well. Although, what would be something to see is if we scored a goal in the 9th minute. How are you, by the way? Amazing weather today. Yeah, I agree. Yes, this is VI. If Kusanov's not injured, I'd say Vardy or Diaz, Kusanov, Nunes is better as a back four. Put O'Reilly alongside Nico. Doku, Savini, Foden in the middle of Marmouche 9. All right. I do agree with that back line if Kusanov's not injured. I'm just not sure because I could have sworn he picked up a knock. I might be imagining it. I don't know this ain't happening tomorrow. This will be my back for the rest of the season. Kusanov, Vardy, or Diaz, O'Reilly. It's criminal if O'Reilly doesn't play. I don't know why I wouldn't. Like, someone tell me the difference between Bournemouth and Leicester, because I will. Bournemouth are 8th in the league, just a couple of points of Champions League football. Leicester are in a relegation fight. Bournemouth, we played away from home at a ground that we already lost to this season. We're at the Etihad. Bournemouth were beating us, and then O'Reilly changed the game. All right. The fact that O'Reilly changed the game against a team fighting for Europe, if he's not getting a look in for this game, what are we doing? Like, seriously, he should have started against Bournemouth. I was really disappointed to not see him there because of how good he was against Plymouth. But now, we need him, man. Like, why can't we just give him a go? Like, don't get me wrong, if he plays this game and he does trash, fine, you had your chance and you fluffed it. But he's got to have that chance. Why ain't people trusting Marmoush, by the way? I'm actually seeing so much hate for this guy, and man, you'd think he'd committed a crime for everything. Like, I'm scrolling on TikTok, and then it'll say, like, you'll have, like, a black and white video of Marmoush at Frankfurt, and it'll be, like, like, he's changed now, or he's not the same player. And it's like, bruh, he's got 5 goals, okay, and in a side like this, where we've been poor to say the least, not bad. But then, and some of the goals he scored too, there is so much talent there. Like, come on. It's a blessing in disguise if Kusanov got a knock, otherwise Riley would never have played. Exactly. I said this on stream. Like, I could have sworn it wasn't a tactical sub, and it was an injury sub. I said, it's nice that we're seeing a halftime sub, but I do think he's done it out of necessity as opposed to making a purely tactical decision. Of course, the tactic he put O'Reilly on and put him onto was good. You know, the tactic he used with O'Reilly was good, but I don't think he does that if Kusanov don't pick up a knock. Our last match against had Haaland fighting for his life to score that goal, and they'll play nastier, so block, obviously. Getting as many players in the box and around the edge would be key. Just ended the season, by the way. I'm sick. Every time we get a good moment, can't enjoy it because something immediately happens, like the Haaland injury. Yeah, I intend to go live about that, by the way. We're going to talk about Haaland and all that, and any City news as well. Marmoush is a Ballon d'Or contender. People should put more respect on his name. Yeah, to be fair, if he stayed in Frankfurt and kept doing what he was doing, yeah, he probably would still be getting that level of praise. It's only because he joined City that he's not, which is the long and short of it. You know, I mean, City always gets looked at in a worse light, in most cases. Big ups, by the way, Zetis VI. I'm just going to call you Zetis. Big ups for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, but this is my back line. Assuming that Kusanov is fine, you just let me... what would I do? Yeah, I think I actually would go for O'Reilly at the right back. Kusanov goes at centre back, Vardy left back, and I think I'd keep the rest the same, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, but I 100% agree with this. His numbers were crazy. No one's taking their seat until 9th minute while half the stadium because the other half of these horrors sat down. Yeah, it's going to be... it'll be very interesting, won't it? Because if we score in those first 9 minutes, that would be good. That in like a good way. That would be a good way to send a message. By the way, if you don't know, semi-automated offside is coming to the Premier League properly on the 12th of April. So match day 32. You know, rival fans is gonna lie and say, "Look, I'm serious." Yeah, absolutely. You know, you're gonna see pictures of that on social media, like saying the empty had at work again, not having a Scooby Doo. What's going on? Not having an absolute clue what we're doing. You know, and fine, let them hate. Genuinely, I've got to the point now where I just don't really care what rival fans have to say, especially certain groups, man. Like United fans, whenever they try clown on City, I just kind of find it funny because of where they are. But yeah, they'll never look at the full picture. I think that's just something I've come to accept. This is the perfect storyline for Foden to return to form and did what he did last season in the run, not gonna lie. If Phil Foden could pick up some sort of form in this back stage of the season, it wouldn't fix his season, but it would be a good opportunity to get some positive PR around him. You know, like he gets into that form end of the season, really helps us get over the line in terms of getting Champions League football. You know, if he could do that, awesome, amazing. You know, clap to Phil Foden, but he's got to do it. At the moment, we're on 48 points against Leicester, who are on 17 points. Marmoush hat-trick tomorrow. Oh, man, I actually still need to fulfill my promise on Marmoush. You probably weren't there because you weren't there because you were at the Newcastle game. But I said, after Marmoush got a goal, I believe I said, if Marmoush gets a hat-trick against Newcastle, I'll try and see if I can get that mask he's got, that mask he wore against Frankfurt. I'm not going to try and get his exact one because that'll probably sell for a lot of money and probably money I don't have. But some sort of replica, I'll try and get my hands on. And yeah, I still need to fulfill that promise. It's just proving harder than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a lot easier. I thought it was just like a generic horror mask, but no, it's proving a little bit more difficult. The fact that Pep played KD being 97 minutes in the cup, don't think he realistically starts. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mainly went for this, if I'm being honest. I mainly went for this so that I could have Savinho on whipping crosses in because I like Savinho on crosses. But I was thinking more in that Haaland mindset, to be honest, because Haaland's usually here. So up top is probably a bit shaky, especially considering De Bruyne did complete all those minutes. So yeah, you know what? I think I will go Doku here and just rejig this front three a bit. So move you there. It's probably going to be something more like that. I wouldn't mind seeing Jack Grealish because I think Jack Grealish didn't do too bad in the Cup. He tends to do pretty solid in the FA Cup. He'll bring the mask for Halloween Connect. In my opinion, people are confused. It's only a Halloween celebration. Grealish to play. Would you start him? I wouldn't mind giving him a Bosch. He doesn't do bad in the Cup, and I just feel like I've even thought last match he didn't do too bad. So I thought maybe if we give him a go, because when was the last time this guy started a Premier League game? By the way, when was the last time he actually started? We're joking. Oh my lord. No televised. It's not televised. We're in a bubble. Pep's comments in the preview don't make me think he'll play Grealish, but Pep is Pep. He started him against Madrid randomly after not going a single game for weeks. To be fair, he didn't do too bad against Madrid and got injured. Yeah, I don't think he's going to play Grealish, but I don't know. A part of me wouldn't mind seeing him. I don't know why. Just a little gut feeling at the end there. At least we can watch something though. Liverpool, Everton, Liverpool is on, unlike if it was a 3 p.m. Yeah, that's true. I'll stick that on and just roll with the punches. If Grealish, Ake, and Akanji continued against Madrid, we would have won that game with 2 goals in the good at least. Connect Pep ain't playing Marmoush as a striker, in my opinion. Look at his press conference. Yeah, I saw. I did see his press comments. It almost feels like he's gonna. I don't know why, but it almost feels like he's gonna go for something like this. I don't think he's gonna play with a striker. I think he's almost gonna use these guys all as like his attacking force, as opposed to having a number 9. I think there's actually a solid chance you see something. Probably looks like this on like a website. But I think you probably, when we're in full motion attacking, I think you're going to see something like this. You know, everyone pitching in the box a bit. These two helping to cover. Probably these guys getting forward too, and then these guys hanging back a bit. I think that's probably what you're going to see. Because those press conferences, he didn't really sound like he was going to play with an out-and-out number 9 type of player. That was what I gathered anyway. move these guys back down. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Gundo false 9. Well, back from 2021 to 2021 season. Remember when he was like popping off the goals though? I'll never forget when he put Sanchez on his bum. That was actually brilliant against Tottenham. Didn't he get a brace that game? Wonderful. Never forget Rodri penalty back in the day. Oh my lord, I've never seen such a shaky penalty. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be weird. You know, no Haaland for about 2 months now. It's going to feel very strange. Can't believe it. 2 years ago today was 4-1 Liverpool, was it? Lad, that feels like an April Fool's joke in itself. Wow, 2 years ago. Jeez. Wow, that is mad. Take me back. Take me back. Omara's back. Well, look, thank you to everyone who tuned in here. I've appreciated the support as per usual. I intend to be live again later, so, you know, just keep your eyes peeled for that. Doing a bit of a news stream, talking about Haaland and all that and his injury, but yeah. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in today. Appreciate the support as per usual. And you might see me later. No promises, but you might. See you later.